Field safe, doesn't go to Sarfraz at gully. To Darling, the end of the first over. No wicket for 2.
Sarfraz to Darling.
Shot by Darling, he beats square leg. Me and Dad.
Javed Miandad, who had such a happy ending to the game yesterday and pulled that miraculous move of bringing on the leg spinner Raja, who completely nonplussed the middle order West Indies batsman, and that was a great move by him. But of course now he's out there with a totally different game. He's got different batsmen.
Misfield by Raja, and it concedes 2 runs.
Imran bowling to Bruce Laird.
Good delivery, beautiful outswinger. Imran full of confidence this morning.
And Bruce Laird yet to get off the mark, looking to run it down through that vacant gully area, but still a bit of movement off the wicket for Imran, same as yesterday morning. Covers have been on all night. There's a bit of moisture there, a bit of sweating. And a good move by Javed Miandad in winning the toss and sending Australia in, and of course no doubt be hoping for his main strike bowler Imran Khan to get an early breakthrough. That was the fellow at the other end yesterday that did the early damage, and that was Sarfraz.
It's a beautiful delivery. They go up in anticipation, and this year we're seeing Imran move the ball a lot. We haven't seen it in recent years, but he's moving it away and in. That was a beautiful delivery. And that's another one. What an over. Beautifully bowled. Maiden over, no wicket for 7.
Sarfraz to Bruce Laird.
That's a good shot. Bad ball, and Laird off the mark with a beautiful square cut.
What a way to open your account. Beautiful cut shot from Bruce Laird, and reminiscent of those cut shots that we saw him in that brilliant 117 in Sydney a couple of weeks ago against the West Indies. And that's a shot of a man in form. Hit it well, good placement, and of course that short boundary out there square of the wicket.
Beats Raja. Runs in the over. Sarfraz, no wicket for 14.
Imran Khan to Darling.
It's in the air, he's locked it safe. Desperation. And Darling tied up by Imran. A little bit fortunate he got hold of that. Locked it, covered well.
Unusual shot from Darling, and of course this brought about the accurate bowling of Imran. He's frustrated the Australians out there. He's into his 5th over, and only 5 runs coming from it. And Darling looking for the big drive, wasn't quite to the pitch. Tahir bowls to Rick Darling.
It's good shot, safe. Misfield. A bonus run for Darling.
Only a single in that, but a bad misfield down a 3rd man by Sikander, and that's something that you cannot afford to do in limited over cricket. The ball just going straight down to him and not getting behind it. Tahir bowls to Bruce Laird. Ball! And even better with that flick over square leg by Bruce Laird.
Well, he put that away very effectively. Tahir, who had the problem with the no balls yesterday, and this another one, and a good shot by Laird, right over the top. 4 runs to that square boundary.
Bruce Laird faces Sikander.
And Laird, as he did in the match against the West Indies, the last one the Australians played, showing that he he does have a few shots and is willing to play them.
Didn't quite time that, but it's an indication that he's going to try and push the scoring along, as is Darling. They're 43 now, and we're into the 13th over.
That's a very confident appeal. He's gone leg before. Laird trapped in front. He seemed to, first of all, not want to play, and then got himself into a very awkward position.
Just a question of whether the ball hit him in line with the stumps, if he was playing a shot, that is. And I would reckon that he wasn't playing a shot, and therefore could be out to the ball coming in from outside off stump. And that would be why the decision was given. It would have hit the stumps. 1 for 43. That's not far away, but it might just have hit him outside off stump. And that's the one. Sikander, the bowler. Chapel. Well, the ball had to hit him in line, stump to stump. And the umpire certainly would have been of the opinion there that Greg Chappell was outside the off stump. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to give it not out. Tahir to Greg Chappell.
And that's through. Hit in the air, but it didn't matter. It was between square leg and mid-wicket, off the middle of the bat. 4 runs to bring up the 50. Mightn't have been very far away from mid-wicket, but it was far enough. And that's going to be at least 2 here, as Wasim Raja loses his footing and the batsman come 4-3. So after his initial scare with that leg before, second delivery he faced, Greg Chappell now looking to be in ominous form.
Fieldsman out there, Wasim Raja, the man who turned yesterday's match upside down. He was brought on as something of a gamble by Javed Miandad. Finished up taking 4 wickets and winning the match.
So Tahir proving quite expensive here. You might see him removed by Javed after this over. Batsmen are going to come for 3 more. So we've already had 10 runs in the over.
Poached or tried to poach a catch from Imran Khan, and in fact dropped a real sitter, and that could have cost the Pakistanis the match. As it turned out, Clive Lloyd, who was the batsman, and there's another fumble. And so Chappell getting 2 that time. Nose in a man at deep mid-wicket. Well, Chappell today has shown a predilection for that, Paul. In fact, we've seen Chappell hook on one occasion. That's very unusual. A bit of juggling going on there out by Mosen.
Down the leg side, and that's hit away. No trouble for 4. That was pitched just outside leg stump, and Chappell really seized the opportunity there to dispatch that towards that short boundary at square leg.
I think Ijaz now becoming very predictable. He's aiming at that leg stump, and Chappell knows he is, and consequently he's making up his mind to play the ball away on the leg side. He's positioning himself before the ball arrives. Ijaz not varying it enough.
This could be tight. And there's a shot at the stumps and a big appeal. He's given him out. He's run out. Darling going for the quick single there, not responding quite quickly enough to Greg Chappell's call. And so he hangs his head, and that was a good try at the stumps there from Zahir, fielding at backward point.
It was a very quick single indeed, an outside edge down to backward point. And Darling, who's very quick between the wickets, was still unable to beat that return from Zahir. And you can see Darling had his bat in the air. He didn't slide that bat in, Tony. Well, that's the price you pay for that sort of thing. So he's out for 35, 2 for 84.
Tahir to Greg Chappell.
Chappell nicks that one away. Down towards the 3rd man boundary. It's a very long boundary, that one down there, and the ball just going into the fence. So 4 runs there to Chappell. Tahir looking just a little bit upset.
Understandably so, but whilst that was an edge, it was an intentional edge. As you can see, Chappell had every intention of just running that ball wide of the wicketkeeper. He was a little bit fortunate the edge was as thick as it was. Then a contact with the ball might have presented the wicketkeeper with an opportunity, but it just went to the right of Ashraf.
It's in the air and down towards the square leg boundary. Imran Khan won't cut that off. That's a beautiful shot by Greg Chappell. Chipped away off his toes there, just behind square, over the head of Sarfraz and into the gap for 4.
It isn't unusual to see Greg Chappell picking up so many runs on the leg side as he has done today.
Amador, that one short, it's in the air, but it's gone fine. And once again, Imran having to chase around down there at fine leg. Have a look at this throw. He's got a beautiful arm. Border coming back. Chappell just a little slow. And so 3 resulted. That was a very wide throw from Imran.
Half a man Imran, and again that unlikely shot from Greg Chappell, the hook. And it came off much to the delight of this crowd, who, of course, remember Greg Chappell in his early days. He started his cricket here over South Australia. That is not a typical Chappell stroke.
Here's off-spinner Ijaz now bowling to Greg Chappell, and I think you could say it's a slice of luck for the Australian skipper.
Chappell still with the strike, looking for that quick single again. This could be close. Try the stumps, he must be out. My goodness, that'll be very close. The Pakistanis look very, very upset out there. Well, that must have been very close. My goodness, Frank, that's going to be interesting to look at.
Umpire Bailash was in absolutely perfect position. Let's have a look at that decision again. Chappell hesitating there. Wicketkeeper Ashraf very quick to come across. His throw's on its way, and it's making contact now. And I would say that was out by about 6 inches.
Yes, I don't think there's any doubt about this, and my goodness, this could have a big bearing on the match. Now, let's have a look at this closely. That's very well done by the keeper there. Chappell's bat goes down. The ball hits the stumps, in fact, before Chappell's bat's down, and I suspect, too, that he was short of the line.
And there's the actual freeze, the moment of truth, with Chappell's bat in the air.
Just having a look at the bat there, just off the ground, and the ball just breaking the stumps, and so definitely out.
Tahir to Border.
Good shot by Alan Border. Beautiful shot by Alan Border. Well, they put a slip in there, hoping for an outside edge. He played the right shot, but he hit it right in the middle of the bat. That ball went away to the boundary on the offside to bring up the 100.
And the Australian flag waves as Darling, I beg your pardon, as Border plays this very compact-looking cut.
And there they are, still pouring into this ground. A huge crowd out here. Arriving just in time to see Chappell hit one high in the air, and Rogers under it. He's gone. He's hit it straight down. Was in Rogers' throat. No mistake with that catch. And Tahir absolutely ecstatic. Well, he's conceded 1 or 2 runs down there. On this occasion, misplacing.
And that was pretty wide down the leg side, though, by Ijaz. Ijaz saw Chappell coming, and when he came down the wicket, he just pushed it wider. Chappell had to swing at it, and his weight was over towards the offside, and he lofted it into the air. 3 for 103.
Ijaz to Border.
Border drive, and that's a beautiful shot. They might well run 5 here. They've gone for 2, now they're on the 3rd. And Kim Hughes is just a little bit slow. Border looking for the 4th, when they only ended up with 3.
Ijaz to Hughes.
It's well played. He's finding a gap there. It's Tahir again, racing away down towards the 3rd man boundary. Border very quick, coming back to the 3rd, and so 3 to Hughes. He's off the mark now. And Border, of course, has 9. That's a good shot by Hughes. A beautiful shot, hit straight down the ground. That's a long boundary. He's taking the initiative there and bobbing down the wicket and hitting that high over the top of Imran Khan's head.
He's not only moving down the wicket, but also moving to the leg side.
Ijaz to Border.
Border cuts and finds the gap. Sleeper coming around again. Blows him down there. Border sweeps high and it's going down towards the boundary, and in fact it'll be six, a big one too. A six there to Border, way over the top of the square leg boundary. Well, the crowd loved that, and he didn't half give that some stick.
That was an extraordinary shot, though, because whilst Border hit it extremely hard, to hit it out of the ground almost, it was all forearm. Look at that. He really did clear the whole crowd there. It's probably halfway down the main street of Adelaide.
Another beautiful shot by Border. That one played through the extra cover field. An over-pitched ball there from Ijaz, 4 down to the extra cover boundary. And apart from hitting that very well, he bisected the offside field.
So this proving to be a very expensive over indeed for Pakistan. 13 runs have come from just 4 deliveries from Ijaz.
Australia looking good at 3 for 136, and this is very much a sacrifice for Alan Border.
It's in the air and he's gone. He's lobbed it up once again to Roger. And so that was a very silly shot by Border. No need. I think he was trying to hit that over the top of the infield once again, and look at that smile.
Yes, it certainly was. Well, Border, as I said, was getting cheeky, and he got too cheeky here. He just tried to turn that ball around the leg side, didn't make clean contact, and it went into the ever-safe hands of Raja. So Border makes his way back to the pavilion, and 4 wickets are down for 136.
Hughes on strike to Sarfraz. Oh, what a good shot. Well field, he's out. In the air, he hammered that straight to backward point. Madassa. Well.
Some careless play out there by the Australians. Off to a good start. Kim Hughes really going after this one, laying the bat on it very solidly, and a good sharp catch by Madassa at backward point. That's a great breakthrough for Pakistan. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and 5 for 136 now, Australia.
And this Australian innings is becoming reminiscent of yesterday's West Indian mid-order collapse. Sarfraz to Wood.
And that goes forward, so that's a good shot.
Clubbed away by Graham Wood. His first boundary. It wasn't a bad ball from Sarfraz. Graham Wood clubbing it away there just through that mid-wicket area. Once it got through, there's no one out there, so a certain boundary.
Madassa to Graham Wood.
And the first ball, and Madassa's punched through cover by Wood for 4. Took a chance, bashed it through the cover region.
And Graham Wood hitting his straps. Good shot, the up and over shot. Hitting underneath it and just lofting it over the cover fieldsman, and Graham Wood, this innings now starting to blossom nicely. That was a good shot. No risk whatsoever in that one.
Madassa to continue. 5 overs, 1 for 17. And it's, hot caught and bowl chance. Threw the hand out, knocked it down, but it flew down too deep, but off for 2.
With tremendous power by Rodney Marsh, and I think that Madassa can thank himself for. He cut 4 runs off. To get about the court and bowled. It would have been a pure fluke that it has stuck.
Shout down the leg side, he's out, he's gone, caught behind. Madassa breaks through again. Just as the Australians were looking settled. They can't get these Pakistanis out of this match.
Well, Madassa strikes, the medium pacer. Rodney Marsh looking for the leg glance, and Ashgraf, he's across there, caught 2 down the leg side yesterday to the right hand of the West Indies side, and umpire Dick French, no hesitation whatsoever in putting that finger up. And Rodney Marsh, He's out, and Australia 6 for 169.
Nicks it, and he put it down, or did it carry? Difficult one, it was low. Dasa appears to think that might have been a chance at the end of the over, but thick edge. Let's watch that on replay.
Madassa's already got 2 for 25, and he's bowled pretty well. He's found the edge of Jeff Lawson again, and Ashraf putting it down.
Sarfraz to Lawson.
He tries it and he misses. Clean bowls him. He tried to hit down the ground, and Sarfraz strikes again. 7 for 176.
Well, the old 3-card trick set up by Javed Miandad. He must take a lot of credit for that one. Leading the gaps, no one out, and Jeff Lawson fell for it. And Sarfraz, beautiful ball, didn't let Javed down, right on line, bowled him. And Lawson out, 7 for 176.